Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about this little bitty lens that I have. If you clicked on this link, you probably know what it is already. It is one of the very light lens that Sony makes. It's a kit lens. That's what a lot of people call it. But sometime someone like me who didn't buy it with my camera, I was looking at it. I was looking at it on Amazon. I'm like, how good is this lens really? I mean, look how cheap it is. How good can it be? And so this hopefully will answer your question on how good this little bitty kit lens is. So let's get to it. All right, so there you have it. Kit lens is on. Let's take a look here. What do you guys think, huh? It's pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good compared to the 16mm. You see out here in the super bright daylight, the f-stop doesn't really matter. All it is you just need a little f4 in order to get some bokeh in the background. So as you can see, it's kind of blurred right now in the background. I don't know if you see that or not, but there's a little blur. I mean, if I go up a little bit closer, you get more blur. See that? All right, so right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go shoot some nature stuff. Yeah, right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go shoot some nature stuff. I'm out here in a little pond with my kid over there fishing. And yeah, we're gonna go shoot some nature. By the way, this is a great vlogging lens if you're thinking about doing a lot of vlogging. It's super light compared to the 16mm over there, and it has some image stabilization in the lens. So if you have like an a6300 or an a6000, there are some image stabilization in the lens for you. So that's awesome. If you have the a6500, really doesn't make that big of a difference. But I tend to use this lens right here for vlogging. It's great. As you can see, I'm holding it out like arm length, and you're getting me and a lot in. So yeah, once again, let's go and do some shooting. Okay guys, so let's talk about settings here. Currently you are looking at 16mm. It is sitting at f-stop 3.5. That is the lowest that this lens will go on. Look at that beautiful landscape. So it is wide enough. I mean, 16mm on a APS-C sensors, this is pretty wide. There's not much of distortion, as you can see. So I'm gonna go around. Let's see if we can get this entire landscape in. The setting that I have on right now, it is the setting I have on right now is 4K at 24 frames per second. I'm trying to get as much detail in as possible. Out here in this bright sunlight, it's not gonna matter much. Let's get even more detail by going like a f11. So if you're looking for like a wide shot, this lens will provide for you. I mean, as I'm walking around, as you can see, the image stabilization is pretty darn good on this lens. All right, now I'm gonna zoom all the way in. Okay, so what you're seeing right now is it is all the way in 50mm, all the way in right now. So that's all the way zoomed in. Is that f11 right now still? Again, this is still f50. Now I'm gonna zoom back out to 16mm. That's 16 millimeter. Now zoom in one more time so you can see. And right there, that's 50 millimeter. Now here's one thing that I have set on my camera is that I do the clear image zoom, which punch in just a bit more. And there you go. So that's my clear image zoom punched in. Now we're gonna zoom back out to 50 millimeter again, which is the max that this lens will go. And there's 50 millimeter. So as you can see, with clear image zoom turned on, you get a little bit more. Essentially what it does is that it just zooms in, it just crops in on your 4K image. Right here, this is the 50 millimeter. This is the expected result right here. Okay, zoom back out. All right, now let's do some testing. I'm gonna go all the way to f3.5. Let's see how nice bokeh we can get with this on an f3.5. Okay. So again, the way the zoom lens always works is that if you don't know already, when you go and you zoom all the way out to the 16 millimeter, you can go as low as f3.5. So right now I'm sitting at f3.5, but as you zoom in, the f-stop increase, which for this one is f5.6. What essentially what that means is that you're not going to get as much blur as you would like, and the shutter speed is a bit slower if you're shooting in low light condition. But right now I'm out here, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's do a little test here. I'm going to zoom back out to 16 millimeters so I can get that low f-stop. All right, and I'm going to zoom into this tree. Now the thing is, it's so bright out here. Okay guys, so anyway, right now we're sitting at 16 millimeter f3.5. I mean, you're getting some good blur here, and the detail on the tree is really good. Let me go ahead and lock in the exposure. Right there, I've locked in the exposure, so the background is going to be a lot brighter, but I want you guys to see this nice detail that this lens is giving out. It's really good. So in terms of vlogging, you can definitely use this lens to vlog. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of the lock exposure. This is gonna be auto exposure right now. I want to go ahead and zoom in on this. Let's see if we can get some zoomed in all the way in 50 millimeter right now. Right there. Okay. So I want to get some detail on this thing here. Yep, that looks nice. 50 millimeter. Beautiful bokeh still. Now I'm going to lock the exposure just so I can get some nice color in the foreground. There you go, locked it. Beautiful. Yeah, this lens is very nice. Okay, so let's go and see if we can get some nice looking trees here. Again guys, I'm hand holding this right now. I'm walking. Let me know what you guys think about the image stabilization. I'm really not ninja walking at all. I'm just kind of there's a lot of difficult terrain to walk on here, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, so next one, let's go ahead and shoot this. I am once again sitting at 16 millimeter. Let's get a hold of this baby right here, and the f-stop is at lowest that you can get it right now. It is 3.5, and let's see if we can get some nice bokeh and focus on this thing right here. So since I am in 4K 24 FPS, I can actually tap my screen to lock on to the autofocus. Let's see if I can track one of these leaves right here. There you go. So now it's tracked onto the branch. Kind of. Okay, kind of. Well, there you go. This is 16 millimeter. So let's see how it performs with the 50 mil. So now this is 50 millimeter. Oh, the wind's starting to pick up. This is 50 millimeter. What's going on here is, wait, that's not 50 millimeter, that's like 35. Alrighty. So there you have it, 50 right there. So right now this is 50 millimeter right here. Okay, so let's see if we can lock on to this nice branch right here. The wind had to have died down. So I'm gonna see if I can lock onto this. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. Okay, fine. You can see the bokeh is very nice. Autofocusing, Sony is doing its job. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Once again, guys, 50 millimeter f5.6. So this is at the high point. You can still see a little bokeh here. This is very nice, very creamy. The quality of this image is really nice. Really can't complain. All right, let's go and see if we can do a little more. So here it is, 16 millimeter. I want to zoom in to 50. This is 50 millimeter right here. $16 again. So there you have it. That's good comparison with the 16. Okay guys, so there you have it. That is the 16 versus the 50 millimeter comparison. What I'm gonna do right now is see if we can show you how good the autofocus is with this kit lens. Kind of amazing to me actually. Oh, I see something. So right now you're looking at 50 millimeter f5.6. Out in this bright daylight, no problem at all. Able to keep up everything. There you have it. There's that beautiful, beautiful. The wind is blowing like crazy right now. And it looks like the autofocus is really keeping up. Got no problem at all. I'm testing out the autofocus on this lens, see how good it is. Let's see if it's able to keep up with that one branch that's constantly moving. Let's go to the next one. Next one. Back to that one again. Yep, it's keeping up. Next one. Oh, and then to the tree. Yep. Testing the autofocus right now. I'm sitting at about 43 millimeter, 45, 50. So I'm sitting at 50 millimeter right now. Do some autofocus test. That one, back to that one, this one, Yep, autofocus looking really good. It's fast. No problem here. Sony product autofocus. Sony autofocus, you can't beat this, guys. This is like, I guess I'm really talking more about the camera when it comes to autofocus than anything, but there are lenses out there, aftermarket lens, that if you get and you use it on your Sony, it's not gonna work as well. And I just wanted to show you guys that this kit lens right here is powerful. And for the price that it's sitting at, I really think that everyone should have it in their bag. It's great for vlogging. I'm just trying to capture this nuts. So 50mm, once again, 50mm. See all that beautiful, beautiful bokeh right there. Autofocusing is keep up pretty nice. It just looks like it knows what I want to focus on. There you go, 50mm, capturing a rock. f5.6 still. Again, I can't go any more lower than f5.6. That's one thing you gotta keep an eye out whenever you buy zoom lenses, is that you got, if it's a constant like f2.8, then it's great. But a lot of lenses, the reason why they're cheap is because they can go all the way up to like an f5.6 like this when you zoom in. f3.5, beautiful, beautiful, wide shot if you ever need it. So one of the things that I love about this lens is actually it has the little rocker on the side so that you can power zoom. So it's always, you know, when you twist your lens to zoom, it tends to be very manual. So when you see the footage, it tends to go chick and then chick chick chick, because your hands are never that consistent when you use the zoom. So on this lens, it has a little rocker, and so that little rocker will keep it consistently zooming in at a good pace. And so what I usually do with that, I actually don't use it very much, but only when I need to do a vertical effect. And so I'm going to show you guys what that means. The vertical effect is essentially whenever you are moving your camera in, but then you are zooming out. That's kind of how I'm using it for some of my B-roll footage. And I'm going to show you guys that right now.
The summer's calling. The summer's calling. If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you.
Well guys, that's it right there for me on this one. Hope you guys like that. This is a pretty powerful lens for the fraction of the cost of some of those other lenses out there. And I hope you guys see that as well. It's very versatile, very light, and one of the best price point for a Sony lens out there. You can't beat it. I usually have it in my bag just because it's so small, it doesn't take up that much room. And yeah, I hope you guys like that. If you do, hit like. And if you haven't subscribed to us yet, please do so. I would appreciate that. We're gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.